Very excited to talk to you again. Of course, we've talked to you once before, but also at the beginning of this season, and we didn't know where this road was going to lead us. All we knew is, for some reason, it was big that you had hair, apparently, and then also that you were in snow and in some small little town. And now we know that those things have kind of grown beyond that too. You know, after 3 seasons, though, I think my first question has to be, like, how much do you believe in, like, that somewhere maybe out there there's little gods who are doing things to you, like this? There's a god of COVID now, maybe, or there's a god of, my cell phones now. Or there's a tech god out there. Is there a VR god for Oculus? I mean, have you thought about those things now, about the fact that, because I always think now after watching this show how much gods are affecting my world, possibly.
I mean, without doubt, you got to think everything for a reason. I mean, as horrible as COVID is, I think what it has done is kind of made us really aware of what we take for granted in this world. Like, who would have known, like, this time last year that we'd be sat there going, just want to hug someone. I just want to go to the movies. I want to be late for a flight. I want to run through an airport and be stuck in an airport lounge whilst I wait for 3 hours for my delayed flight. Like, things like that you take for granted. Now all of a sudden, when the new normal kind of comes back and the world starts to heal and we kind of are able to kind of get past all of this, hopefully we don't fall straight back into the same old kind of shenanigans. And we do kind of reach out to our families more and our friends more, and we go and enjoy nature more. I when it first kind of happened and people were in lockdown, you saw how blue the skies were, how clear the seas were and the lakes were, and Earth kind of healed a little bit. And so hopefully we can continue this kind of positivity of loving everyone a little bit more and thinking of others before ourselves, and reaching out to all our loved ones. And because mental health has become very apparent and very important, and so, I reach out more to my friends and to my family, whereas perhaps I didn't before, because you take it for granted. So just because the new normal comes back, let's not forget what we learned in this time, and hopefully come out of this better than when we went in.
For
And I think
sure.
that's the message that the gods are trying to kind of give us this year.
Well, not only that, but I think this season is really about the characters finding themselves. There's a lot to that. I mean,
Yeah.
from Shadow to Tech Boy, to Salim. I mean, there's so many of them trying to find and be happy with who they are, and those things too. So I do feel like that's a big theme this season, and even as we close out the season as well, that theme of finding that thyself.
Yeah, I mean that's what it's all about. I feel like season two was this kind of sporadic treasure hunt, and now you're kind of really seeing all the characters really try and find themselves. As you say, we saw a beautiful episode where Celine um, really discovered who he was and what he wanted for himself, and he kind of took charge of his life. We saw it with Laura, who said goodbye finally to Sweeney and realized what her goal was and it's to go and kill my dad, which is aggressive, but it's what she wants. And she's finding herself, and she's realized more about her past. We saw the same with Bilquis, and that the world has been defining all of our characters. We've allowed the world and others to define us. And now our characters kind of going through that journey of self-discovery, finding out who they are and who they want to be moving forward. And all these kind of paths, individual paths, are slowly, meticulously working their way towards each other as we head towards this season finale and into a season 4 where it's really going to end in a very epic manner. Shadow's obviously become this demigod and has pushed away his destiny. But as Wednesday said, there's only so long you can go before destiny finds you. And the walls are closing in now on Shadow. And I feel like Shadow's slowly turning his head to this power that he's realized he's got. It's that Superman syndrome where Clark Kent's figured out he can fly. What else can he do? And so as we kind of come to the end, I think we're starting to pique Shadow's curiosity as to what could Shadow become? And is he going to use that power for good? and what gods can get their hands on him to kind of manipulate that power.
Well, and that's something we need to figure out too, because there are, pieces of Shadow that need to come together. I guess is what we've learned from Bilquist, her little adventures too, as well as, does he control weather of some sort or some things too? So there's a lot of those questions are already up in the air. I do want to kind of go into a fun little thought though, because we saw Laura go to purgatory. Have you thought what your purgatory would be yourself?
Myself or Shadow?
For you, for you, Shadow,
For
Shadow. I
me,
think it started as Lakeside, but now that's his salvation too. So I don't know.
I think in America it's the DMV, isn't it, or just anything with admin? Oh dear, I remember losing my wallet once and having to get a new. I needed a new driver's license, and that took forever. I needed a new green card, and that took 9 months to come through. I was like, I could have created a baby in this time. All you got to do is reprint another card. So I think purgatory for me would be just kind of very similar to Laura Moon's, and just stuck in some kind of queue, some line, just waiting and waiting for something that just doesn't happen. Because I feel like that's all I ever do in America. When I've got to get something, like I've got to go to the post office today, and I'm just like, there's going to be so many people, and with social distancing, you're lined up around the block, and so you're just like, this is going to take forever. You just have to prepare yourselves and take sandwiches.
Yeah, take sandwiches. That's the key from all this right now. I'm behind that one. I'll sign up for that pamphlet. What's the song do you think that's in your purgatory? If you're stuck in the DMV in a seat, what's the song that's playing? I mean, is it is it Barry Manilow? Is it What's Up Pussycat? I mean, what is the song that's just like going on? And you're like, has this stopped? Has things changed? Like, what's happening?
For me, I mean, I love all music. I love classical music. I love pop, rap, hip hop, classical, country. I love it all. It would have to be like that techno kind of like club music, stoop, 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 stoop. The word, I don't know whether it's just because I'm getting older, but my worst night, actually, that's my purgatory. Stuck in a nightclub. That would be my purgatory. Stuck in a nightclub with drunk people, just all around me, sweaty, just leaning up against me, talking to me, just like, they're not making sense. I love you, but you know what the thing is? I'm just saying. And you're just like, shut up, please. Just, I don't know you. Why are you talking to me? And then just like club music, just stoop, 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 stoop. So yeah, I would think if I was stuck in a club for the rest of my time, that would make me be a better person in real life. For sure. Because I would not want to end up in that purgatory.
I got you. So everything is loud, bright, and sticky at the same exact time, all at the same exact time. Yeah. I've been there, and I understand what it is too.
Yeah, it just does not sound good.
Just be
I
glad
don't know.
you didn't
Like
become.
I say, where I'm getting old, I like sofa, just watching TV and movies, the quiet life, just chilling in the garden, relaxed, quiet. Right. That's all me.
Well, that's what we're
I'm
really
very
looking
boring
for.
in my old age.
Well, don't age yourself too much ahead of time. And that's one of the things that I'm always. What?
I'm only 22, obviously.
Obviously, that's what your IMDb says, and that's what we're gonna go with. So yeah, you could still pull off those high school roles if you really wanted to. We'll put you on the CW or something. So now the one of the things that I do want to ask too is as we get closer to the end of the season, like how many secrets do you still know? I mean, do you still have like the long end secrets, or is it like at the end of the season, I'm gonna go back to you're gonna go back to them, and I'm gonna be like Oliver Twist and be like, more secrets, sir? Like, are you gonna kind of go back to them, or how does that work? Do you still have some long secrets you've been holding in from the beginning, or is there like at the end of the season they'll tell you some answers and that's what you're looking forward to?
So this season was the first time that I got brought into the writing room. I mean, I was in there briefly with Brian Fuller and Michael Green, in season 1. But Charles Egley and Neil Gaiman like literally brought me in, and I spent like days and weeks in the writing room watching the process. So this was the most time that we've had in between seasons in the hiatus to formulate the story, to develop the story. So what they have done is build a story for season 3 up into an epic season 3 finale and then into a season 4. So I do know what's going to happen in a season 4, and it's incredible and it's exciting, and it's finally the Shadow that I want him to be in, and I planned from season 1, because this is an adaptation of Neil Gaiman's book. I know the beginning, the middle, and the end. So I knew where I was going to have Shadow, and that I had to break him down to the Shadow that we first meet in season 1, who's void of personality, charisma. He's a shell of a man. He's broken. He's lost everything in his life. His mother died when he was 15. He lost his wife. And so we have this broken man, and I've been able to build him each season. So season 3, we've seen a more fun Shadow, a more relaxed Shadow, who found love in Marguerite, who has been reaching out to the other gods and Cordelia. And it's been nice to see this evolution. But season 4 is going to be where we see the Shadow that I projected from the very beginning, which is going to be very exciting for me. And I feel that the audience will really respond to basically this a completely different character from the very beginning, which is going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, Charles Egley and Neil Gaiman definitely have a plan, and they've definitely let the cast kind of know what's going on. And it's kind of pointing that way at the end of season 3, which is very exciting. We kind of see things happening with Tech Boy, with Bilquis, with Laura Moon. We've seen Celine, and obviously with Wednesday. It's all interconnected, and all these kind of individual stories, as strong as they are individually, are slowly moving in the same direction. And I can't wait for that kind of epic finale to kind of happen, to move into a season 4. And that's where the real magic and just mind-blowing moments will be. It's exciting, and I can't wait to finish this story.
Well, and that's one of the things I definitely want to ask you too. Your garb has always been like, I'm gonna wear jeans, a jacket, and I'm wearing a beanie. I'm going through this, But then again, you have to come into scenes where like Tyr and Wednesday are in like full armor with like sword. I'm sure you were there going like, I want an axe, I want a sword, I want to do these things. I mean, is that something that you're like, when you went into the writer's room and thinking about season 4, you're like, I need some kind of weapons. I need to throw things or destroy stuff. I mean, I'm working out for a reason, people.
I mean, I'm just saying, my big brother was Thor. So if Shadow isn't in the Avengers in season 4, I would be so pissed. I mean, literally, my brother is Thor. So let's get this on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm obviously a very physical, athletic guy, and I love those action scenes. I love kind of fighting with Pablo Schreiber in the Crocodile Bar and those scenes that we had, and it's a lot of fun as an actor to kind of do all these stunts. I've got Jason Gosby, who's my choreographer and stunt double, who kind of plans all the stunts and things, and then lets me kind of perform them. So for me as an actor, it's a lot of fun to do all this action and to do all that stuff. So moving into a season 4, there will be a lot of action for me and a lot of kind of stuff to play with without kind of spoiling too much. But yeah, it's exciting times, and I think a season 4 is where we're going to see a lot of color from Shadow and a lot of kind of evolution, shall we say.
Well, I don't want to cut you off, but I know you have a heart out right now, so I definitely want to talk to you. We need to do like an after season recap because I have crazy questions. But until then, be great. I hope everyone in your life is happy and healthy, and have an amazing day.
Thank you very much. You stay blessed, stay healthy, and have a wonderful day. Thanks again, buddy. I appreciate your time.
We'll talk to you soon.